Kirk Frost's life is falling apart, and the cameras missed this one. Just when you thought the chaos had eased, a bombshell so explosive that it's startling everyone on reality TV has surfaced. Fans are overjoyed. Rashida is appalled by the apparent chaos on social media. Because after years of avoiding rumors, hiding songs, and saying he had changed, Kirk Frost's secret existence has suddenly been exposed. A secret baby mother that no one expected was at the heart of it all. People close to the Frost family have confirmed what fans have always suspected but never had proof for. Rather than only cheating once, Kirk constructed an entirely new existence. We are discussing private residences, covert retreats, and a mystery woman who is finally ready to come forward. Nobody was aware of her identity until now. She is more than just a news figure. She is believed to be the mother of Kirk's child, who was born during his marriage to Rashida and kept hidden for years. And hold off until you discover who helped him conceal it. The emotional stakes are really high. Insiders claim that after receiving an anonymous tip with voice notes, timestamps, and images, Rashida's life completely collapsed. Kirk tried to deny, postpone, or even alter the course of events, but this time the receipts are unbreakable. Now family members are taking sides. Friends are turning into enemies, and an empire that was once close-knit is about to fall apart. The mysterious woman might not be working alone, which is the worst part. Rumor has it that Strategica staged this disclosure to destroy Kirk forever. Was someone from his past responsible for this scandal? Does it include more than one secret child? And will this be the beginning of the end for the most infamous couple in hip-hop and love? Put on your seatbelts because what you're about to hear will drastically change how you see Kirk Frost. The betrayal is pervasive. The falsehoods never stop. And the truth, well, it's starting to show. Keep checking back since this is only the beginning of the story. Nobody is going to leave clean the very next morning, and the internet is already on fire. As if it were a movie, bloggers, YouTube reaction channels, and even confirmed rumor pages are analyzing the leaked production video. Fans are shocked to learn that Yendi allegedly conspired with producers to show Spice what actual power looks like. Twitter is divided. Hashtag Team Spice and hashtag Team Yandor are trending side by side as their respective fan bases prepare for confrontation. The one person who isn't keeping silent, Spice, goes live in front of over 76,000 people. Sitting on her veranda in a neon green robe and without makeup, Spice drinks tea both literally and figuratively. You all want to know the truth, so she begins by looking directly into the camera. This wasn't something I started. I kept my lips shut, showed affection, and supported people's events, but Yendi still wants to attempt being the puppet master behind the scenes. Her accent becomes sharper, her voice becomes louder, and all of a sudden she is pacing. Baby, I don't care how many producers you visit. None of you scare me. Do you think this is a game? Watch me turn the entire program upside down. Yand and her glam squad are taking photos in the interim, unconcerned on the outside but obviously cracking on the inside. On her phones, fans' dismissive is blowing up. Others who were formerly acquaintances are now want answers. You have to go live as well. Her assistant pleads. Make your name obvious. But Yendi shakes her head. No, that sent her into a tailspin. I also have receipts. She also desires war. Then she makes contact. She shares a series of images, texts, and even voice notes that seem to depict Spice discussing other cast members, including Jessica and Rashida. The subtitles, which read, "Since y'all love fake narratives, here's a taste of reality." Boom. Screenshots are screen recorded, analyzed, and reposted. Cause the fandom to go crazy. Jessica Dime had finally found some peace following the spa party meltdown, but she was abruptly drawn back into the chaos. In one of the audio notes that were leaked, Spice supposedly calls her a clout seeker who still thinks she is in 2012. As soon as Jessica reads the post, she gives Tokyo Vanity a call. I swear I've had enough. Sierra first declares her pregnancy during my event. I'm being pulled into group chats by Spice as though I'm the protagonist. Sis, go off, Tokyo says. Jessica says quickly. These girls are doing the most this season. On Yendi's post, she comments. Say it to my face the next time, queen of passive aggression. In only a few minutes, Spice reacts with her own words. But you couldn't talk to Sierra face-to-face when she disclosed BK in your spa. Fear that someone will steal your event. That was all. Went over the queue. Producers go straight in. Emergency meetings are called. They know that what happens next might make or break the season. They then organize the following outcast in what they call a RA healing moment. But everyone is aware that it's a setup, a trap, a battlefield covered in white linens and phony peace offerings. The dinner is held on a luxurious rooftop overlooking the skyline of Atlanta. String lights, champagne, and a unity circle theme. But behind the scenes there was so much tension that it could be cut with a steak knife. Despite the chaos, Sierra is the first to appear beaming. She is embraced by Erica and Rashida, who reassure her that she is never alone. But as she becomes comfortable, BK Brasco pops up out of the blue. The area stiffens. "Oh hell no," Erica moans. Producers intervene just as Sierra is about to leave. "Give him a chance, please," they plead. With caution, BK approaches and speaks. "I just wanted to let you, the group, and the unborn kid know how sorry I am. I erred. Not good." Sierra crosses her arms. "You think that one apology can make up for years of deceit and abandonment?" He nods solemnly. "No, but it's just the beginning." Before she can respond, the liftings bringing Tokyo in a whole other perspective. She is clearly locked and loaded, but she looks radiant and serene. Yendi appears by herself shortly after, sporting a gorgeous emerald jumpsuit and a try me mentality. They are seated at opposite ends of the enormous dining table. While everyone else pretends to be eating, drinking, and joking, the tension is nuclear. Finally, Rashida tries to strike up a discussion. "We've all been thorough this season, so let's attempt to be honest with one another tonight. No cameras or producers, just the truth." Jessica nods. "I agree. Too much conflict, too many phony friendships." Then she glances at Spice. "Are all of your remarks about me accurate? Tell the truth." Spice exhales. "I did say a couple things, yes. I was annoyed. It appeared that people were taking sides." Jessica says, "You could have come to me," and Spice nods. "I should have. It doesn't satisfy me." A trace of modesty. To everyone's surprise, Jessica's music becomes softer. "That's all I wanted, all right?" Everyone then looks at Yendi. "It's your turn," Bambi says, crossing his arms. Yendi shrugs. "I'm not innocent, but I never had any plans." I answered. "I have the right to defend myself." Spice Song came at me with full ferocity. Spice snorts. "You also brought producers and invoices." Yendi furrows her brow. "What ought I to have done? Keep quiet while you ruin my character." The room falls silent again. Erica leans in. "This will not go away." But Rashida cuts in. "It's going exactly where it ought to. Let it all out." That's where Spice stands. "Okay, I'll say it. I don't trust you, Yendi. I never did. When you came down here with your nose in the air, you pretended to be better than us. But this spectacle was made by Atlanta, not by you." Yendandi doesn't waver. "I never asked to be accepted. I come to make something new. The problem can be that you don't desire change." There are voices. People start to get up. Security gets near. Suddenly, Sierra smashes her hand against the table. "Enough." She lets out a scream. "This is unrelated to producers, receipts, or old meat. We are women of maturity. Half of us are watching this terrible show with children. Do we wish to leave this behind?" Petty disagreements and Instagram claps. The table is silent. Even Spice and Yendandi are hesitant. "When I came here, I thought I was by myself." Sierra continues. "But now all I see is a gathering of injured ladies battling each other rather than mending." Tears start to fall all of a sudden. Tears well up in Jessica's eyes. Yendandi even looks down. Spice suppresses something by biting her lip. Sierra walks away from the table in search of peace rather than drama. Kirk Frost had always been a mysterious man who exuded charm and rebellion. He was a walking contradiction between loyalty and temptation. For years, he was able to handle controversy after scandal, always succeeding in restoring Rashida, making amends and preserving the empire. But this time, the truth would not be kept a secret. "You're not fully aware of it." The mysterious direct message (DM) sent to a fan account dedicated to Rashida read, "There's another baby." Started out innocently. Kirk was questioned about Miami 2021 by another woman. That message wasn't the only one, despite the fact that it was first dismissed as just another online troll trying to stir things up. Within 48 hours, copies of text messages, pictures of Kirk holding a baby in a hospital ward, and even a quick video of him outside a Miami maternity clinic began circulating in private gossip forums. The story was too ridiculous, too detailed, and too consistent to be a fabrication. As soon as word got out, Rashida's phone began to ring, not from producers or admirers, but from close friends who couldn't remain silent. In addition to the betrayal, Rashida was crushed by Kirk's skillful concealment of everything. According to one insider, Kirk rented a Miami condominium for over a year using funds and a friend's name. He supposedly entertained this woman, who was only known as Camille at the time, there while keeping her a secret from the media and his inner group. Kirk and Camille met at a business event. Camille is now 32 years old, from Atlanta, and wants to be a singer. They clicked immediately, she said. He informed me that his wife's circumstances were challenging, but he made me feel seen, protected, she later said in a voice message that was leaked. He promised to leave her once things had calmed down. It's a classic story according to some. But Camille wasn't just a groupie person looking for power. She had bills. She allegedly decided she had had enough of Kirk abandoning her after their child was born. The emotional impact was immediate. As soon as Rashida confirmed that Kirk was the baby's father on the birth certificate, she allegedly confronted him. It wasn't Kirk Frost. Naturally, it was a variation of his legal name. But when paired with the DNA test that Camille allegedly requested on her own, the evidence was damning. Rashida's cousin Jasmine described the violent argument that followed behind closed doors as pure chaos. According to Jasmine, Rashida screamed, cursed, and even threw a glass vase during the altercation. Caught in a whirlwind of his own making, Kirk begged for forgiveness, swearing that it had only happened once and that he had been confused and emotionally weak. But Rashida didn't believe it. You didn't look confused when you were holding that baby like it was yours, she allegedly said before storming out of the room. But there were other problems beside a secret child. It was the culmination of years of deceit. When Camille's story was made public, more disturbing details emerged. She said that Kirk had promised her a new life, that he had even chosen baby names with her, and that he would sneak away from filming trips to spend weekends with her. What was even more shocking was the anonymous account of a Miami hotel employee who said that Kirk would regularly stay at their location under a false identity, always accompanied by a red-haired, highly pregnant woman with no camera crew in sight. As the pieces came together, viewers began to notice similarities to previous episodes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, where Kirk would suddenly disappear from the storyline for long stretches of time. Was he really avoiding conflict on TV, or was he hiding it in real life? Meanwhile, Rashida's family and friends began to unite. Her best friend, Candy Buruz, supposedly flew in to help her. The children of the marriage were caught in the emotional crossfire, and even Mama D, who had once been a vocal supporter of Kirk, reportedly distanced herself from him, telling a friend, "I don't know who that man is anymore." The treachery extended far beyond the marriage. According to witnesses, Kai faced Kirk's son directly and yelled, "You did this to our mom again. What's wrong with you?" Kirk was left astonished, shaking, and powerless to respond as Kai fled. Love and Hip Hop producers seemed shocked. The game is full of drama, but this problem had gotten worse than they had expected. Rumors of emergency meetings, debates over whether to turn this real-life bombshell into a new plot, and worries about whether the cameras could even continue were all there behind the scenes. Close sources, however, assert that Rashida had one prerequisite. "I'm not doing this to get ratings. If I am on camera, I want the truth to be exposed, not your interpretation of what happened." What she meant by your version, which suggested that she believed Kirk had already begun and was making up a tale with producers to preserve face, aroused additional concerns. Camille, however, had more to say. After her first set of posts and interviews, she went silent for about a week. Then came the live feed. In a bold and moving move, she individually addressed her followers on her backup Instagram account. "I didn't want it to be like this," she whispered, sobbing with her baby in one arm. "But I'm tired of being silent. Kirk knew about this baby. He bought the cot. He picked out the attire. He reached the hospital. Then, as if we had never been there, he vanished." Her voice broke, but you could see the intensity in her eyes. "He told me that he was tired of lies and that he wanted something real, but it appeared that I was just a part of the scam." The live stream became viral on the internet. Comments varied from outrage to support. Some praised Camille for her bravery in revealing Kirk's dishonesty, while others condemned her for destroying a family. But one comment stood out to us. It came from a verified account, connected to another woman who claimed to have dated Kirk concurrently. Screenshots of DMS and tagged photos began to surface, suggesting that Camille may not have been alone. All of a sudden, an entire web of deceit was in danger of being exposed by the controversy that started with one secret lady, one child, and one affair. For years, Kirk had been whirling. Rashida received a call from an unknown number shortly after she believed she had heard everything. The voice on the other end was calm, familiar, and surprisingly direct. "Even though you don't know me, I guess we should talk. I have a child by Kirk as well. And this is a long time before Miami." That's when Rashida realized the narrative wasn't done. By no means. In actuality, it was only getting started. As soon as Rashida hung up the phone, her heart began to pound in her chest like a war drum. Her palms were sweaty, and her breathing was irregular. Another woman, another child, another lie. She stared blankly at the wall, memories breaking like broken glass. Every business trip, every time he claimed to be working on something at the studio, and every mysterious text he wrote off as work all began to appear odd. Now, it appeared as though Kirk had been involved all along and her marriage had been a carefully thought-out stage. But who was he truly when the cameras weren't on? Rashida had been on this route before. She had once pardoned him. This time, the betrayal did more than just wound her. Even if she had stood up for her family, Rashida lacked patience. She called her legal team within an hour. She didn't tell Kirk about it. She didn't want a conflict. Not quite yet. She needed clarity and control. She was not aware that Tony, Kirk's longtime friend and business companion, had called in a panic to alert Kirk of the new information. "Man, you need to get ahead of this. The term is becoming very popular. This woman will appear in public for the first time. She has photos." Kirk was surprised. "One more?" When he asked, his tone was not one of denial. It was a defeat. It was almost exactly what he had expected on this particular day. Tony shot back, clearly irritated. "Don't be stupid. It was inevitable that this skeleton closet would explode out. And you know what?" Boom. Rashida was finding it more and more difficult to keep her cool with the kids back at the Frost residence. Her oldest daughter noticed the shift in her mother's liveliness. "You okay?" she asked quietly, and Rashida managed a tense smile. "Yeah, baby, just tired," she answered in a broken voice. They broke. The kids weren't stupid. Although they had seen their parents fight before, it had never been like this. The house felt heavy and silent, and Rashida's heart raced with each phone notification. Then it happened. The second woman, who went by Lex, posted a carousel of outdated, geotagged, and eerily intimate images on Instagram. Kirk was without a shirt in what looked like a Nashville hotel room. It was obvious that Lex was expecting. Another photo showed Kirk kissing her stomach. There was a hazy but barely noticeable caption beneath the digital marker. "I can't wait to meet you, lil' man." That post was made in 2018, 2 years before the Miami baby. In the final image, a child was sitting on a man's knee. The man's face was cropped, but it was easy to see the tattoos on the hand holding the child. It was Kirk. The internet went bananas. #KirkFrost trended on Twitter for 72 hours straight. Memes gained popularity. This time, not even Kirk's ardent followers could stand up for him. Mama D, obviously agitated, uploaded a quick video from her porch. "I won't sugarcoat it. Wrong is wrong, even though I love my people. You have to be honest, Kirk." "Kirk's got more secret kids than mixtaps," said one commenter. "Rashida needs a DNA lab in her house at this point," said another. "You owe Rashida the truth, not just an apology." Fans wanted Rashida to leave him permanently, but their lives, businesses, and fortunes were all entwined, making it difficult. Yes, Rashida was enraged, but she was also calculating. She began secretly compiling paperwork, monitoring spending, confirming who had been reimbursed, and cross-referencing trip logs. The decay grew more noticeable the deeper she delved. Kirk met with the Love and Hip Hop producers for a confessional style part, which he insisted be shown first in the upcoming season's trailer, in a last-ditch effort to save his dwindling reputation. "I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, things I'm not proud of," he added. looking into the camera with perspiration on his brow and anguish in his voice. Weekly hotel reservations, private vehicle services in 3 cities, payments to anonymous advisors, and, most importantly, the fact that I never ceased loving Rashida despite being drawn into circumstances that I ought to have avoided are all examples. That's the mother of my kids. That's my wife. And I wish to protect my family. It was well written, but it was also raw and emotional. Rashida remained unfazed. Too little, too late, she said as she watched the video. You only want to fight when you're exposed.